Playback. Playback. Answer. Voice. Answer call.
Hello? I stopped and went live again. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, I can't. What am I doing? Wait, what?
The automatic system will detect you watching shit now.
Video.
Black out your fucking stream so you stop streaming the content.
Script talk. Script talk. Script talk. Snap. YouTube.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Video player button. Heading.
Fuck.
Collapse video. Try again. 2, 3.
What the fuck is that shit?
Settings. YouTube. App switcher. Twit. Closing. Dock. Phone. 2 item. +1. Eric. Incoming.
Sorry about that. Okay, so say what the cop you're on speaker, so
So something you were watching was automatically detected. Okay?
yeah.
Whatever you were watching, it actually says in the email message, once the copyrighted material is no longer being streamed, the stream shall be re-enabled. So talk more.
Okay, I'll pause it every 20 seconds. Jesus.
Figure it out, okay?
Yeah.
Well, if it's the Thoughty video, then it's Thoughty's video. Then we just have to not watch his videos anymore there, okay? I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about them doing this shit to us. There's nothing. I'm sorry.
Fucking bullshit, YouTube.
One notification. Settings. Plug. Eric.
Seriously.
Phone. Active. Twitch. YouTube. Double tap to open. Heading not found. Loading videos. Loading videos. Loading videos. The hashtag coffee stream.
Let's see here.
Coffee stream. Live chat. Hit. Track position. Live. X. Live. Click. Settings.
Let's see. Let's put chat up here.
Community moderate. Chat filter. Top.
Chat filter.
Dismiss.
All
All messages.
messages.
Cannibalistic wizard. Truck. Honk honk. Cannibalistic wizard. Truck. Welcome to live chat. Chat messaging.
All right. Well,
Double tap to edit. Use the road or to access the spell word.
let's. How far into this are we? Fuck, god damn it. How far are we into this video? We're in 7 out of 14. We're halfway through. Well, let's see if it's let's keep going and I'll keep pausing faster then.
By far the most common place for fossils to form is in the ocean, because animals that die there often end up at the very bottom where they might get buried in oxygen-poor sand or mud.
And then there's the pressure of the ocean on top of that sand and mud that presses the animal into the sediment.
For that reason, a staggering 99% of all fossils come from marine animals.
Makes
But
sense.
even there, things are skewed. For example, soft-bodied creatures like jellyfish and squid almost never fossilize.
That makes sense too, because they don't have skeletons to fossilize. So you need to find, it's mostly like vertebrate mammals or vertebrate sea creatures or shellfish.
What I'm trying to say is that the fossil record is an amazing window into the past. But like my chest hair, it's embarrassingly patchy. I
like that. That's funny.
Thanks to the inherent rarity of fossilization, It's thought that only around 0.1% of all the species that ever lived are represented in the fossil record.
That's insane. Let's hear that number again.
Rarity of fossilization. It's thought that only around 0.1% of all the species that ever lived are represented in the fossil record.
That is insane. That tiny amount, 0.1% of every creature that ever existed on this planet has been fossilized. That's an insanely small number. That's just absolutely crazy to me.
The other 99.9%, we're talking several billion species, are just
gone. They're just gone. They don't exist. They're gone. Like, can you imagine this? All the species during the Permian extinction. That was like 95% of the entire planet of animals and plants gone. That's crazy.
We have no way of knowing what they were or when and how they lived. In other words, if there was an advanced civilization on Earth millions of years ago, we certainly couldn't rely on fossils to identify them.
Like, could you imagine if that civilization existed just before the Permian happened? They're just gone. No fucking way you'd find that.
And if we couldn't detect them in the fossil record or by finding the remains of their artifacts and cities, we would have no way of knowing they existed at all.
Nope.
Or would we? It's true that we might not be able to directly detect an ancient civilization by finding bits of them or the things that they left behind, but there may be another way to track them down.
How? If they left... could we maybe have misdated cave drawings?
By using ourselves as a model. We humans aren't just building cities, motorways, and new Starbucks everywhere. We're also fundamentally changing the makeup of our planet.
That's true. That is very true. As much as I like to say that it would be incredibly hubristic of us to think that we're the only thing that's changing the climate, we are absolutely affecting the climate and the planet.
We're burning fossil fuels, which is shifting the balance of carbon isotopes in the atmosphere. We're rerouting the nitrogen cycle of the entire planet through the use of industrial fertilizers. We're digging up vast quantities of rare earth elements for use in electronics. And we're dumping plastic into the oceans at a rate of about 14 million tons per year.
Yeah, what's gonna happen to all that plastic in like 5 million years? What's gonna happen to all that shit?
Global temperatures are rising, sea levels are rising, coastal erosion is rising, and oceanic oxygen levels are falling. And we've possibly just triggered our planet's 6th major extinction event. Yeah, to summarize, we're causing absolute bloody mayhem. And much of this madness will eventually be recorded in the rocks that will one day make up the human era.
Yep.
Also known as the Anthropocene.
The Anthropocene. Yep, that's our era, the Anthropocene, and it's gonna look weird.
The geological record. If millions of years from now, a sufficiently advanced species was to study this Anthropocene layer in Earth's rock strata, they wouldn't need to call Sherlock Holmes to see that some long-dead species had one hell of a house party and never cleaned up after itself.
Yeah, there would be evidence in the rock. It would be a lot of weathering in the rocks. There'd probably be some red coloration.
Even industrial civilizations similar to our own once lived here on Earth. They probably would have left behind a techno-signature in rocks from their era that will resemble the ones we're in the process of creating right now. And here's where things get really interesting, because it turns out we've already found one.
Wait, what? Really? That's okay. That I didn't know.
The geological record tells us that about 55.5 million years ago, in a period known as the Paleocene-Eocene Thermal Maximum, or PETM, Earth went through some serious changes. The ratio of atmospheric carbon isotopes shifted dramatically. Global temperatures and sea levels rose sharply, and oceanic oxygen levels plummeted.
So we have melting ice caps, we have rising temperatures, we have plummeting ocean oxygenation, and this is about 10 million years post Chicxulub. Okay.
Sound familiar? There was even a mass extinction event similar to the one some scientists say we're experiencing now. Scientists are pretty confident that all these changes were caused by a massive release of fossil carbon into the atmosphere. But they can't seem to figure out where all that carbon came from. But interestingly enough, one kind of animal seems to have avoided this mass extinction event entirely. During the PETM, lizards appeared to have thrived. So, lizard men confirmed, right?
No, not necessarily. Because the lizards could have been the ones that survived because the dominant species as they killed themselves off.
Sadly, probably not. Whilst nobody knows exactly what caused the PETM, scientists are of the unanimous opinion that it wasn't blood-drinking lizards. I know, shock. The most popular theory is that it was caused by either a massive volcanic event, a comet impact, or the release of massive quantities of methane sequestered beneath the ocean floor.
Well, considering that the Chicxulub impact happened at 65 million years ago, I would, and it was big, and it rung the planet like a bell. So I could picture it being something that would trigger volcanism. The Three Rivers Dam is a perfect example. That thing changes. Oh, that thing's changed the speed and rotation of the Earth. Yep. Didn't the Great Wall of China also do that? Change the speed and rotation of the Earth?
The PETM might not be the handiwork of a long-lost intelligent civilization, but it does highlight a really important point. Even if an ancient civilization did leave behind some kind of techno-signature within Earth's rocks, identifying it won't be easy.
Yeah, because how would we know what technology they had back then if we don't have any evidence of it left behind? How would we know that it's not just a new type of like a geological thing that we haven't discovered yet?
After all, it's hard to draw definitive conclusions about what happened tens of millions of years ago by studying 2 centimeters of old rock. We're also making plenty of assumptions about what exactly we're looking for. Something a bit like us, basically. If our hypothetical ancient civilization did things slightly differently, particularly if they didn't rely heavily on fossil fuels, then we've got no chance of finding them.
Yeah.
The same would be true if they died out before reaching their own version of the Industrial Revolution. An ancient society similar to our own in the Middle Ages would have left no trace whatsoever.
That's very true. If they were just stuck at, pre-industrial, maybe Bronze Age or even a bit higher up, but still, it would be basically impossible to figure out what species they were.
Ultimately, the Silurian hypothesis isn't really about proving whether or not we were Earth's first major civilization. It's a thought experiment designed to get us pondering the possibility. Schmidt and Frank themselves have made it clear they think it's highly unlikely that an advanced civilization is lurking down the back of the giant sofa that is our planet's long history.
Yeah.
But their work has proven we can't rule it out. Perhaps evidence of some unimaginably advanced prehistoric species is out there, buried somewhere beneath our feet, just waiting for us to unearth it. It wouldn't be—
It's the Anunnaki! No.
the first time either. Let me tell you why. If you travel back in time 200 years or so and asked a random person on the street whether giant 100-ton reptiles once roamed the Earth, they'd probably have burnt you at the stake.
Yep.
The first dinosaur fossils weren't recognized until the early 19th century.
True.
And the word dinosaur didn't even exist until 1842.
It's true. If you even talked about fossils, they'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Dude, Galileo in 1610 was excommunicated and killed because he said the fucking Earth wasn't the center of the universe and that it went around the sun.
Evidence proving the existence of dinosaurs is all over the place, on all 7 of Earth's continents. We simply didn't have the technology or the understanding to see what it was. Will the same be true for lizard men? I bloody hope so. Thanks for watching. Just a quick word to say that I couldn't make these videos.
So that's Thoughty 2's whatchamadinger. Let's find out why American English is highly misunderstood. Shall we? I just think English itself is highly misunderstood because English sucks. But let's hear
Hello,
this.
I'm Lawrence and I'm on a quest to uncover all of the memos that Britain and America lost in the pond, and one of those memos pertains to the English language.
Oh God. What's this gonna be?
In this case, American English. Now, I'll be honest, you won't hear too many English people say what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. American English is fascinating. And as a former linguistics student who once lived in Britain, I often felt compelled to defend it. You see, I've always been wary of groupthink. Groupthink is when a collection of individuals arrive at a consensus, even when it's at odds with the facts.
Yeah, I don't like to go between American English, British English. English in itself is just stupid. What am I, the asshole? You didn't send me any. Oh, fuck. Okay, hold on.
I think the British tendency.
You mean the blind one? You didn't send me another one. Okay, hold on. Let me pull up Reddit and find Am I the Asshole? Because I already did that one. Fuck. Okay. Where am I here? Did you send me another one? Or no? I'm confused. After. Okay.
Eric, decline.
Ah!
Answer call.
Ah! Hold on a second. I'm trying to freaking get everything going. Okay, I don't have an Am I the Asshole, but let's finish this video, and then I'll find one somewhere.
Tendency to ridicule American English might be spurred on by groupthink, but also British humour, but also confirmation bias. To us, America is this big dog who likes to proclaim itself the greatest country in the world at the same time as policing it. Therefore...
Yeah, well, that's just not to you, Britain. That's everyone.
What we think.
Except America, because they're incredibly self-unaware.
It must be that this same hubris drove America to come up with new words and spellings. Why else do we suddenly remain silent when it's Australia referring to football as soccer? Indeed, the fact that the British came up with the word is often overlooked because in the heat of social media combat, this goes against our agenda. But having studied American English extensively, I'm amazed at how little this agenda holds up to scrutiny. Anybody who's seen my YouTube shorts can attest to that. To me, the story of American English, much like the story of language in general, is highly compelling.
It's just, I don't know why I hate English. Actually, I do know why I hate English so much. It doesn't follow its own fucking rules, and it's stupid.
Some have even said the same thing about my videos, so if you haven't had a chance to subscribe, do that now. In the meantime, let's take a look at how we've been getting American English wrong, starting with this.
What?
Contrary to what you may have heard, a lot of American English is actually pretty similar to the English of my homeland, at least as it was in the 1600s.
Really? Interesting.
You see, it's been said that some present-day Americans actually talk a bit like how William Shakespeare might have spoken when he wasn't being portrayed by Ray Fiennes' brother. And I don't mean that Americans go around saying things like, "How art thou, buddy? Would thyself care for a goblet of fair Coors Light?" I mean...
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I have to hear that again.
Said that some present-day Americans actually talk a bit like how William Shakespeare might have spoken when he wasn't being portrayed by Ray Fiennes' brother. And I don't mean that Americans go around saying things like, "How art thou, buddy? Would thyself care for a goblet of fair Coors Light?"
Oh my god! We have to try and... What stupid bot? Did it just do it again?
I mean that common properties of American English are closer to that of 17th century English people than they are to those of the present day. When you think about it, this makes sense. The first successful permanent English settlement in America was in 1607.
Yep. That's true. They left, the Puritans left in Elizabethan times. So, yeah, that makes perfect sense.
The same year Shakespeare completed Antony and Cleopatra. Perhaps the most notable characteristic that modern-day Americans share with early 17th century English people is rhoticity. Rhoticity specifically relates to the pronunciation of R.
Really? Huh.
Rhoticity specifically relates to the pronunciation of R. Most Americans today sound out the R in words like far, whereas most English people don't.
Interesting. Okay, so that is something that I didn't know. So rhoticity, that is the name for the pronunciation of the word of the letter R in that way.
However, back in 1620, England was rich with rhotic accents. Some actors of the time might even have articulated the R's in
"Wherefore art thou, Romeo?"
Really? Interesting.
But even at that point in history, there were signs that rhoticity in England was beginning to crack.
And there are some accents in England that have the rhoticity. What is it? Welsh, I'm pretty sure have it. Some Yorkshire accents.
Playwright Ben Jonson, a contemporary of Shakespeare's, noted in the 1630s that the letter R sounded firm in the beginning of words and more liquid in the middle and ends. He probably didn't have that accent. More than a century later, it was disappearing so fast among speakers in London that Americans returning to England after the Revolutionary War noticed its absence.
Interesting. That is very, very cool. See, all of this stuff I had no idea about. And it's I'm surprised you don't have closed captions on. See, the thing is that for some reason it says I'm not able to turn them on because I'm not monetized. I looked to see I tried to see where the what's it called? For me, you mean, Bishop, or for the video?
And the decline of England's rhoticity has even continued on during my own lifetime, with the far pronunciation today largely confined to the West Country. Meanwhile, in America, just as in Scotland and Ireland, the post-vocalic R is stronger than ever. But this doesn't mean that it hasn't been tested. In the 18th and 19th centuries, several port cities with commercial ties to Britain were influenced by England's newfound R-less pronunciation.
And that's where you get the southern accents, in the States, like the Georgian accent, or where they don't have that hard R.
To the extent that some people in, say, Boston and Savannah still pronounce it fa today.
Fa,
and
yep.
Up until World War II, non-roticity was a common feature of America's mid-Atlantic accent, a prestigious way of talking among actors and broadcasters during the early 20th century.
Really? Interesting.
Dog's paw.
Oh, paw. Not poor, paw.
It's paw as in downpour, and paw as in my dog's paw.
Good doggy.
In the United States, roticity means that this particular homophone is highly uncommon, with poor and paw highly distinct. Instead,
Yes.
many of the homophones I've encountered in America were the result of phonetic mergers in which cot and court developed the same pronunciation in some regions.
Oh, caught as in bed. Caught as in I caught something.
Moreover, approximately 57% of Americans make no phonetic distinction between the three M words in the following sentence. George wished to marry Mary while he was merry. Imagine
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
the following sentence. George wished to marry Mary while he was merry. Imagine the wedding speech is 7 pints in. Often, when debates arise over British versus American English, a common British retort is this: we invented the language, so our way is correct. But
Oh, yeah. See, you can't call it inventing when you just steal from other languages and slam them together.
that retort ignores the fact that English was technically created by Germanic people 1500 years ago.
Thank you!
It also conveniently overlooks the fact that English borrowed heavily from countless other languages like French, Latin, or Arabic.
Thank you again! English isn't its own language, it's a fucking mutt. If the deaf want to watch the stream, they should turn the volume up.
And one thing that I've seen repeatedly while making shorts on the topic is this: American alterations are often made precisely with these origins in mind. I mean, sure, Versailles, Indiana might not sound too much like the French palace that inspired it, but then, you know, if there's one area in which Americans make up their own rules, it's place names.
Yeah, like Tucson, spelt like Tucson.
However, given the UK existence of Worcester, Chiswick, and I can't remember how to say that, the two countries might have cause for common ground. But very often, everyday Americanisms, like the spelling of licorice, won out because they more closely match the older words from which they were derived. In many ways, it has less to do with getting one over the British and more to do with injecting consistency into an otherwise inconsistent language.
An incredibly inconsistent language. God damn, I hate fucking English. It is the most inconsistent language ever, and I absolutely hate it.
Neither country comes remotely close to realizing that dream, but I applaud Americans for trying. From experience, it's difficult to comprehend all of the regional nuances of American English without actually living here. In fact, I've been told by plenty of Americans, quite believably, that the same is true of Britain. The problem is, when you're commenting from afar, all you've got to go on is what you hear in film and television. And the problem with that is that both seem to create an illusion that between them, Britain and America share about 6 dialects.
That's true. That is true. The film and TV makes it seem like everything is very, very, like, shared.
In reality, rough estimates put the number of combined major dialects at around 70. I was not surprised to discover that more than half of them came from Britain, where you can barely drive 50 miles before hearing a new word for chewing gum. But
that's true. Britain has, like, it's so freaking tiny of a country, but it's got 80 billion different dialects.
Younger me would have been stunned to learn that the United States is home to more than 30 major English dialects of its own, not to mention countless sub-dialects. Of course, in such a large country, this means that you might drive hundreds of miles before encountering major differences in the way people speak.
Same with Canada. because it's so big. Our population's not as large as the United States, but it's the same type of thing.
There are many exceptions to this rule. Take, for example, North Carolina, proclaimed by some to be the most linguistically diverse state in the Union. In fact, in addition to the dialects of Virginia Piedmont, North Carolina Piedmont, African American Vernacular English, North Carolina Coastal Plains, and Southern Appalachian Highlands, there's the curious case of high tide English.
Jesus Christ, how many? That's like 5 dialects just for North Carolina.
Spoken by only a couple of hundred people, when you hear it, something peculiar stands out. It almost sounds British.
High tide on the same side, high tide on the same side.
In fact, the BBC perhaps described it best in 2019.
It almost sounds like Newfie. It really almost sounds like Newfie.
It's like someone took Elizabethan English, sprinkled in some Irish tones and 1700s Scottish accents, then mixed it all up with pirate slang.
Yeah, it's Newfie.
They don't speak like that on the BBC anymore. And that more or less describes the origins of high tide, or as speakers of it might say, hoy-toid, because, well, they sound like they're from Birmingham.
They do.
When we think of words that the United States gave to the English language, we often think of expressions we perceive as tired or overused. This can include words like awesome, even though Britain both uses it and introduced it. The more I've looked into this, the more I've realised something unexpected. America is responsible for thousands of very common words that us Brits use without hesitation.
Oh, really? I wonder what words those are.
Words like hello, okay, hangover, belittle, and teenager. And one common denominator between many such words is that upon entering the language in centuries past, they were soundly ridiculed by
the British.
In the case of belittle, a word coined by US President Thomas Jefferson, there's even recorded evidence for such a backlash.
Really? Okay.
Little, what an expression. It may be an elegant one in Virginia, but for our part all we can do is to guess at its meaning. For shame, Mr. Jefferson.
So
how could you... It's pretty easy to figure out what it means.
What does this tell us? It tells us that distrust of other forms of English is nothing new. But it also tells us that Brits will lampoon Americanisms until we collectively forget that that's what they are. It's quite probable that the American origins of, say, season to mean series, itself a recent addition to British English, will one day be lost to history. And
that's funny. So they don't call... So a season in Canada and the States is a series in Britain. Meanwhile, the series is the entire collection of the seasons over here.
And speaking of history, English is a language more than 1,500 years.
Okay, I don't have a Reddit. Okay, let's go find Am I the Asshole? Because I don't have one. Where's the search? Where's the... I cannot find a... No, I don't have one pulled up, and I don't want to accidentally have fucking porn on my screen. Okay. Hold on a second. Let's put this to solo cam. Let's try and find a Reddit. Let's try to find an Am I the Asshole? Just trying to find search here. Am I the asshole? Where am I here? Where am I here? Communities, yes. Okay. I'm just trying to find a post here before I put the screen on the right. Before I put the screen back on live scene. That's all I'm doing here. So let's find the right post. Let's find a post that we can read here. Let's see. Let's see. What do we have? Oh, really? It's not giving me the... Oh, here we go. Am I the asshole for telling my brother I don't regret his fake funeral and he should be thanking my parents? What? Okay, yeah, we're gonna take a look at that. Because that one doesn't make any... What the... Okay. Where am I? Okay, now let's switch back to... Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my brother I don't regret his fake funeral and that he should be thanking our parents? My brother used to be an addict. Now when he was 21, he ended up in the hospital and my parents basically forced him to go to an extreme rehab. I won't say which to keep this anonymous. Now, I know the rehab was hard. It had a you leave once, we won't let you back in. It had a ton of strict rules. The things they did was have the family give a funeral for their kids. We went in and talked to him, and he listened to us reading what we would say if he did die. Oof. That's heavy shit. It was a lot, but in the end, it seems to have worked, and he has been sober for 4 years now. 25 years old. Okay? So, like, that can be traumatizing, though, but we were at family dinner, and the topic was brought up. He got really upset with Mom about it. He got really upset with Mom about it and started a rant on his stay about rehab. I had enough after she said he didn't love him to do that. I told him I don't regret his fake funeral and that he should be thanking Mom and Dad that he's alive. Yeah, he should. Because as traumatizing as that fake funeral was for him, it was a lot more traumatizing for your entire family to watch you be an addict. And that is... It's just... I mean, Reddit has some really funny shit. If we have to make shows out of Reddit, we will. Yeah. I just don't know if I can read Reddit for 3 hours. I will try. He left after calling me a jerk, and I am unsure if I should apologize. Dad thinks he needed to hear it since none of us regret it. Yeah. No, you're not the asshole at all. Your brother's still in addict victim mode, and he's pissed off that you guys wouldn't let him Okay. Some background. Me and my wife have been together for 5 years. Our son is 9 months old. Since he's been born, we have butted heads quite a lot on parenting styles and such. She became a very stereotypical first-time helicopter mom. Dude, your kid's 9 months old. You know infants need care, right? Like a lot of it. I became more stereotypical hands-off dad. Anytime he whines or anything, she is there picking him up. Meanwhile, I will let him be and figure things out. Okay. My wife currently doesn't work. I work 4 10-hour shifts. Okay. So during the week, she generally gets up with the baby and takes care of him. When my alarm goes off, I usually take him for an hour or so and let her nap. She is constantly tired, and I have tried encouraging her to get a sleep study because she actually gets more sleep than me, but it isn't good sleep. On my days off, I usually get up with him and let her sleep in as long as she wants. Over the weekend, she started not feeling good. So last night, Monday, I offered to get up with the kid in the morning. Many times, he will wake up around 6:30 and will just kind of chill in his crib without a sound. My wife will see this on the monitor and immediately jump up and go in there. Many times, he will either lie back down or he will go back to sleep on my shoulder for over an hour. So fast forward to this morning. She kept the monitor on her side but woke me up saying he was up. Are you getting up with him like you said? I said yes. Got up, got on some clothes, used the bathroom, and went to get him. When I went to get him, when I opened the door, he was lying back down. So I walked out and closed the door. I went back into the room and grabbed the monitor to see if he nodded back off. My wife insisted that he was not asleep. I said, I know, but he may fall back asleep. She kept insisting he's up. She said, I said, I'm watching him. I got this. And then she wouldn't let it go. This whole time he was lying down with little fidgeting. Finally, I said, let me take care of him or just get up yourself. She said, fine, I'll just get up with him. She goes into his room and he stands up. And so I turned off the monitor and went back to sleep for an hour. Am I the asshole? No. No, she's doing too much. She's doing this to herself. Never go get a kid until they start fussing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I would say no, that you're not the asshole, because it's not like the baby was screaming and crying and you're just letting him sit there and freak out. The baby was fine. You're fine. Like, your wife needs to calm down. At least that's what I think. That's my my take. That's my take here. Am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend I don't want to hang up a giant picture of his dog who has passed away? My boyfriend's 26 male dog passed away yesterday. We live across the country from his parents. They called him yesterday to tell him that his 11-year-old dog passed unexpectedly. It's very sad. It's very sad and... Hold on. Sorry. And was not anticipated, sorry. Today, while at work, I, 23 female, got a call from my boyfriend. And he plans to have his dog memorialized in our home. He plans to have his mom send him a giant picture of him. His mom has already always had a giant picture of his dog in her home, and when he asked if she could just have the picture, she said no and offered to buy him one. Offered to buy him one. I initially agreed, trying not to upset him, but then I realized if I didn't speak up about it, it would likely take over our shared apartment. At this realization, I called him back and let him know I didn't like the idea of having a giant photo of his deceased dog in our apartment. He's not my giant. It's flat TV screen sized. Oh God. It's a huge focal point on the wall. He seemed to think it was wrong of me not to like this idea. I am also someone who has loved decorating and being a decorative person and designing and having a certain aesthetic. It's something I've always done and something he has never cared for. But this was also only his and his family's dog. It would be different, I suppose, if it was a shared pet of ours. I wouldn't even want something hung up like this if it was my own dog. I offered other ways to memorialize his beloved dog, like a smaller photo or other physical memorials, but he's ultimately just upset at my disinterest to have the giant photo in our apartment. I mean, I wouldn't want the giant picture hung up either, but she shouldn't have said yes and then said no. She should have said yes or no. That's my opinion. Okay, back to videos. When you're too drunk to form a thought. This should be interesting.
On July 11, 2023, police are notified of a reckless driver in Martin County, Florida. The driver,
Florida man,
is currently out on a $200,000 bond for theft and fraud charges.
God damn, $200,000 bond.
Dina is currently out on
it's a female.
$200,000 bond for theft and fraud charges. She's about to make things a whole lot worse.
Okay, so it's a Florida woman. Still funny.
Driver's license and registration. You don't have one? Registration? Nothing?
She doesn't have a license or a registration. Oh, good. Oh, good.
Driver's license, registration? Do you have any form of identification? Nothing?
No ID at all. Oh, that's even better. That's even better.
You speak? Go ahead and speak to me, okay? Do you have any type of identification on you? Do you have a purse? Do you have a registration? Anything over there that's yours? No? Nothing.
She's literally got nothing. Oh my God. Okay, so she's driving. She's got nothing to ID her. She's got no registration. Oh. Wow.
Alright, what is your first name? What's your first name?
Huh?
What? Dana, is the car registered to you?
She can barely talk. Holy fuck.
Is this your car? What are you under the influence of? Alcohol or drugs? Something. You could have killed somebody a moment ago.
She is so fucking, she literally, it's partially because of the traffic and the wind, but she is done. I can barely understand her.
It was horrible. You hadn't turned the car off for me. I kind of don't trust you at this point. Okay? Crying's not gonna help. I still want.
I love how she's crying. Yes, cry, because that will fix everything. It will make it so you're not driving drunk without any registration or ID.
I know who you are.
Do you know where you are? That's a good question.
Keep an eye on it real quick. Let me figure something out.
I'm chilly. I need my sweater.
She would have killed somebody.
I could see the front of her, but she stopped.
She almost bounced off the wall. I couldn't stop her.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
She almost bounced off the wall? Holy fuck. That's insane.
Stopped there at Joan Jefferson. Then she pulled over and then she jumped the curb and drove all the way up to the
That's fucking
I couldn't
crazy.
stop her on the bridge. She would have killed somebody up there.
Never.
What's that?
I have literally never been fucking
This drunk?
Good call, cop. I have literally never been this drunk.
fuck off.
Okay. Well, I'll make sure you don't kill anybody. That's why we're stopped here today, okay?
Well, great.
Alright, cool.
I have never fucking been.
Arrested for DUI?
This cop is not fucking around. He just does not care.
No.
This cop's just like, fuck you. Dumb bitch.
You're under the influence.
I am? Not today, but
I'm a piece of shit.
I didn't say that. Again, I'm just here to make sure you're not under the influence and you can drive. That's it.
No.
Yeah, she can't and she is.
You want
That's very clear.
to make sure that I'm a piece of shit.
So he was motor 1, right? Motor 2, whatever it was.
Alright, we're just making sure you're okay to drive.
Look,
That's it.
look,
I got somebody to check you out, okay?
Here,
I'll
look.
be here in a second.
here, look. Let me tell the truth.
Okay.
Let me tell the truth. Oh, good.
Why?
You're a piece of shit. Oh, okay. Well, that's not gonna get you out of this traffic stop.
I'm a piece of shit.
Why? Nah, don't worry about that. Why do you think that?
Dude. You are... Wow. This is why you don't drink when you feel depressed. This is why whenever I have, like, a depression shit going on, I will not drink. Because for me, alcohol just amplifies whatever mood I'm in. So I try to only drink when I'm in a good mood. Because that's what like, that's it. Because if I drink when I'm depressed, I'll turn into this chick. I'll just be sitting there crying and slurring and I'm a piece of shit.
Okay, I get it. I get it. It's hot out here. Give me 1 second, okay? I don't know what she's saying.
She can't even talk.
9,000 things with PC.
9,000 things with PC? Okay, it's all over the place? Okay.
Go talk to her, be evident. Trust me.
Alcohol or drugs?
Can't even tell you. It's so hot out. I had to reach in the car, turn off the car. But I'm assuming alcohol if it's alcohol.
It sounds like she's drunk. She could be high, but it sounds like she's drunk.
Where are you going? Can you sit still? All right, talk to me for a minute. Do you have any medical issues at all?
Yeah.
Diabetic, epileptic? You have seizures?
I have a ton.
You have a ton? What kind of medical issues
You know
do you
what?
have?
I'm not doing this.
You're not doing
You're not
it.
gonna sit here and fucking
Oh, okay. So first she went from...
ask to fucking do that.
What?
No, I never fucking asked to fucking do that.
You never asked to do what?
To
I don't
fucking
understand.
to fucking alter my fucking.
Wow!
I can't.
I can't think. I can't talk. She's done. Her brain is just shut off. She's
All right,
done.
Can you tell me what kind of medical issues you have? Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to take your shoes off?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
All right. I'm going to ask you to do some standardized field sobriety tests. Are you going to do that for me?
Nope.
No? Okay. What's going on in your
Nope. Nope.
No hairband. You have no hairband.
Here, let me have your wrists here. Go ahead and pull them together for me. And put your palms together.
She's like, she's so fucking drunk. Oh my god, this is
Hang
insane.
just like that for me for a minute, okay? I'm placing you under arrest for DUI. You're not complying with anything that I'm asking you to do.
Can she even stand up?
Can you tell me if you have any
Without
medical conditions that I need to get
held up?
checked out before we take a ride? Are you diabetic or anything? You don't want to talk to me? That's okay. Is there anything inside the vehicle that you need to bring with us?
Oh, sure. Now you're gonna remain silent. You know, you should have remained silent earlier.
We look for a while, there's nothing else in there. Okay, any medication, anything like that in there? Can you have Becky 51 just to pat her down?
Where's Becky at? We gotta get a female closer, dude.
She was right. She was right down the street. She wasn't far.
If she follow her.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna go to my car because it's hot. I'm gonna put you in the AC and then we'll get you checked out and on the way here shortly. Okay? Oop.
Good old Florida woman. Good old Florida woman. Super drunk in the middle of the day.
All right, turn and face me. Turn and face me. Here, turn. No.
They have to turn her? Holy shit.
Okay. And then just sit straight back.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Now, crying will
Let me get you some
definitely
AC,
help you.
okay?
Crying will absolutely fix everything for you.
That's slow, whatever that whole thing. Ask you to provide breathing.
Oh, why don't you fucking help me fucking not fucking... I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. My fucking son is a fucking Marine.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't need you to... She sounds like Monica. That's crazy. She sounds like Monica from Shameless. Hey, Jordan.
And I didn't handle... I didn't handle it well. I didn't handle it. I didn't handle it well.
Wow, she can't even talk. This is crazy.
I'm fucking... fucking...
Wow.
You don't give a shit. You left my fucking...
What is she doing?
You wouldn't even fucking stop to help me. Fucking help me.
What is she doing? It sounds like she's trying to, like, lie down or kick the window or something like that.
What's wrong with your arms?
Yeah, it hurts.
Well, yeah.
Anything. I never broke.
504 with one female.
Pardon? Oh, the older child, we're trying to get him to, we're working on his independence. I like that the youngest one is independent. The oldest one, he fights us on his independence, is what he does.
I never broke the law.
But you did.
I never hurt anybody. I never hurt anybody.
You could have.
Good thing we stopped you before you did. You were close to hurting several people.
No. Fuck off.
What a lovely person. What a lovely, lovely person. I'm sure your son went to the Marine Corps to get away from you. Oh, romantic night turns into a drug bust. Oh, good. That's
On May
fun.
30th, 2023, an officer conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle for a missing taillight.
How you doing? Hi, I'm Deputy Young. The reason I'm pulling you over is because you only got one taillight working right now, okay?
Yes, sir. Oh,
all right. Can I get your license, registration, proof of insurance?
That's not a good thing. You need to have both taillights working. Not a good thing.
Is this the puppy back there?
Yeah.
Okay. Any weapons in the car that you know about? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where you coming from?
Picking me up and we going in the room.
Okay. You have ID on you, sir?
I might have. Might.
You might have. Oh, guys, why would you, it's always the one tail light, and it always leads to worse.
Might.
It always leads to worse things. Always.
Do you have anything that your name on, like a card or something? Like a debit card or something like that?
I do have my ID. It was loose earlier.
Okay.
And
Whose voice is that? Whose voice is what?
2645 184.
I don't know.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Lord Famine, thank you for the video.
No priors. Still nervous as hell. The hands won't stop shaking. He's got it. Yes, sir. No priors. Still nervous as hell. The hands won't stop shaking. He's got a commit.
Oh, he has a... Okay, so he's got something. So that's why he's shaking.
That's why he's shaking.
She doesn't.
I don't know why she's shaking.
We'll go 10-15.
264.
So he's freaking out because he's got priors. She's... Okay.
Calm down, sir. Hey, calm down. Calm down.
Yeah, I was wondering why he didn't say that. Why he didn't say, I'm not giving you my ID, I'm a passenger.
Come on. Face that way.
I was expecting that, actually.
Just relax. Relax, man. Relax. I am. Can you tell me what's wrong? Got a warrant for your arrest. It's a command, sir. I promise I'm going to pay that tomorrow. I know. We don't have a choice. Today? We don't have a choice, though, but the judge put a warrant on you. I understand, sir. If I don't go pay that tomorrow, I will turn myself in myself.
Dude, it's too late. The judge already put your warrant out.
You know how many times
you
you
can't.
heard that, right? No, sir. I don't know how many times, but you see where I'm at.
Let's see where you're at.
I will be
I got
downtown.
You. I got you.
No. Wait, but I can't get nobody.
I gotta take you.
I can't get nobody.
No, they have to take you. They can't just be like, oh, we have a warrant? Oh, you're gonna pay it tomorrow? Okay, bye. That's not how that works, dude.
Take him to my mom's house. Yeah, take him to your house.
All right.
See, sir.
Do me a favor, ma'am. Do me a favor. Roll your windows up and step out the car for me, okay? I don't want the dog to jump out, so roll your windows up for me. Yeah, I'm gonna explain everything to you. Step out. I'll explain everything to you. Well, drop your lighter.
You dropped your lighter. What else is in there? I wonder.
There you go. Shut your door for me real quick. Alright, step over here to the front of the car. I'll explain everything to you.
We're trying to have like a roommate tonight, so I'm not really...
I got you. I understand. Yeah, you definitely shouldn't drive down the road if you don't want to be feeling that. So have a seat right there. The reason I got you out of the car is I have a narcotics detection canine. I'm going to run my dog around your car as part of this traffic stop. He's requested me to do that. So I had you roll the windows up so that the dogs don't interfere with each other. Bleiben.
Is that German?
Bleiben.
That is German.
The dogs don't interfere with each other. Bleiben. Come here. Bleiben. Find it.
10:15 at 3:42.
Interesting. So I guess that's most police dogs are trained with German. That does make sense. In all reality, he could have just said, I don't have ID, I'm a passenger. Yeah. Yep. It kind of adds to the whole left. That's true. That's true, honey.
Man. Load.
Oh.
Alright, so I'm not saying there's anything in there right now. I'll tell you the way this works, okay? When was the last time anybody has used narcotics in that vehicle? Or had narcotics in that vehicle?
Nobody, huh?
So I'm gonna search the car. There's not gonna be any shake. There's not gonna be.
You're not searching my car.
I am searching your car. My
oh
car.
yeah, yes he is. He very much is searching your car.
Alerting on the car. Probable cause to search your car. So.
No, he did not.
Okay. I'm not gonna argue with you.
Sir, you cannot search my vehicle.
If you start arguing.
Yes, he can. He absolutely can.
Interfere. You're gonna.
I can tell you, you cannot search my vehicle. You have no reason. What's your probable cause?
My dog alerted.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
Oh, I see. He didn't? What's in there, I wonder?
Are you a carrier?
Stop. Hey.
What's in there?
Kaylee, here's the thing.
So you know the difference?
Kaylee.
I'm not even suspecting. You're not a canine.
You're not searching my vehicle.
Can you get your dog? Stop. Can you get your dog out of the car for me? Yes, no.
Get your dog out of the car so the big dog can
maybe
search.
Why not?
Can I speak to your supervisor?
Nope.
Can you get the dog out of the car for me?
After I speak to your supervisor.
If you've struck
hold on. Let me explain one thing to you, ma'am. You are not in charge here, okay? Can you please get your dog out so I don't have to?
We're gonna call animal control if you don't get the dog out.
Oh shit! Well, there you go. That's gonna.
I don't want to hurt the dog. I have my own. I don't want to hurt your dog. Can you please get the dog out for me?
Don't be an idiot. Just get the dog out.
You grab some gloves. Sure.
When your dog is done doing doggy stuff, can I please have you come back to my vehicle?
Yeah, I love how she got super angry right away. I wonder how much is in that car.
How did the dog alert the vehicle? That's what I'm wondering. I thought the dog barks when.
So just like how people are different from each other, every dog is different. All right. I've seen dogs bark. I've seen dogs sit down. I've seen dogs just stare and point with their nose. I'm not that dog's handler, so I can't tell you what that dog's alert is. But apparently he alerted. Okay.
Not every dog will bark. Like, yeah, the dog, of course the dog alerted, there's a dog in the car.
You pulled me over for a brake light.
Tail light.
Okay, but that's what you pulled me over for.
Correct.
So how does this have to do with a tail light?
Well, his dog did a free air sniff and it alerted to the presence of narcotics to your vehicle. If there's no narcotics in there, you have nothing to worry about.
I'm just asking, but I'm just saying it. I just don't understand how that has to do with having a tail light.
While I was doing my traffic stop, the dog did a free air sniff.
But why did you have the drug dog? So that's the thing here. Why did you need the drug dog for the traffic stop? I'm confused.
What was your reason for bringing the dog out?
I do it whenever I pull people out, and I feel like I need to.
You do it whenever you pull people out. Really?
There's no reason for you to have to pull a dog out and search my freaking vehicle.
Okay, like I said, if there's no narcotics in there, then you have nothing to worry about.
Just do whatever you want just because you're an officer. You pulled me over for a tail light.
I did pull you over for a tail light. Yeah, that's correct.
I'm not worried about it, but she pulled me over for a tail light, and that's
Okay.
what I'm irritated about.
You're irritated that you got pulled over for a taillight? I'd be irritated that they're searching my car after pulling me over for a taillight.
Miss, I need you to stay over here. I need you to stay right here. We'll pull it back over here.
I wonder what this
Yeah,
officer
no
found.
probable cause of bringing the dog out and searching my feet.
I don't need.
I do wonder why he did bring the dog out.
Yeah,
He says
no
he doesn't need
of
probable
bringing the
cause,
dog
but
out and searching my feet.
I don't need probable cause to have the dog come out.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
I had an officer.
I am trying to figure out why he had the dog at a traffic stop. That doesn't make sense to me.
Cause to have the dog come out.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
I had an officer in my family.
Yourself. We can run a dog around any vehicle we want to as long as it's part of a traffic stop. We don't have to have probable cause for that.
There's any female.
What did he say?
An officer in my family.
Yourself. We can run a dog around any vehicle we want to as long as it's part of a traffic stop. We don't have to have probable cause for that.
There's any female.
34.
What are we finding? We are 8 minutes into this 15-minute video, so I'm wondering what we're about to find here.
Can you get my cigarettes?
No,
Nope.
not right now.
Can you get my cigarettes?
Nope.
Yeah, in a minute.
Why in a minute? I want.
Because he said in a minute, goddammit.
Yeah, in a
You're
minute.
not in charge.
Why in a minute? I want one now.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can I get you to go to the front, please?
Pulling me.
Well, then do what he told you to do. And he won't have to. It's not hard.
Okay.
It's not my bag, by the way.
Okay. Whoa. Let's see the dog. Good.
Let's get one more.
All right.
What are you?
Want to hold this dog for me real quick?
What are you grabbing me for?
Because I'm about to put you in handcuffs.
What are you grabbing me for? Because I'm about to put you in handcuffs because I found your dope. I found your dope.
Not my stuff. That's not my stuff.
Open the car.
That's not mine.
You're gonna get more charges.
Stop.
That's not mine.
Stop.
That's his bag. That's not
Stop.
mine.
We'll figure it all out.
Taking a narcotics investigation. We'll see what he says about it.
That's not mine. That's not
184.
Okay, but you need to stop screaming and go get it sorted out at the fucking cop shop. Stop screaming, stop fighting, and you're gonna figure it out.
We have one more unit.
Wait, what did he say?
We have
Ha ha ha! My bag is the
more
white
unit
one.
today. Yeah, we're 10-4. We got a adult female. Adult male 10-50.
Did she just admit to having her own bag?
Hold on. Stop. Stop. I'm trying to adjust your cuffs.
Silly.
Stop moving. Stop.
Well, stop moving and they'll stop fucking tightening and he can adjust them. Why are people so fucking stupid when it comes to cuffs, man? You do? Okay.
Stop moving.
Bitty, they're not tight. He's fixing it. He's trying to fix it. The more you move around,
Stop moving.
you are moving. I'm watching.
Stop.
How much dope have you done tonight, by the way?
I don't do dope.
Stop moving.
Did you find anything in my shit? No, the fuck you did.
You're the driver of the car. It's your car.
That's his stuff.
It's in your car. Possession's not his.
I picked him up. How am I supposed to know what he has in his stuff?
See what it says. Hopefully he says it is.
Ask him.
You better, that would, yeah, could you imagine? Is that yours? No.
It's not mine.
Have a seat.
It's not mine, sir.
Have a seat for me. Turn.
You're trying to get your kids back, really? Well, then, how did you lose your kids if you don't do dope? There's just so much to unpack with this video. Yeah, like, the people that are pulled over aren't saints, but I don't think these cops are the best either.
Turn. Move your feet. Oh my God. Oh. Okay.
Let Tim do your push bumper for now.
Oh, okay.
He's chilling. Alright, come here, I'll see you. The scale was in the main part.
Yep.
Oh, a scale.
Get coloring pencils and the coloring books, and I was like, oh, they're gonna be mad. They got all the coloring books.
I tell my girlfriend all the time. She works for the jail.
Yeah.
And sometimes she has the dope color books herself. I'm like, you got some real method tendencies right now, Angel.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm all done on my end.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got everything.
Really? All right, so.
That is some experienced dope fiends if you've got some Narcan on
Where are y'all
you.
coming from again?
I picked him up from, I don't know whose house it was, but it was over from Michigan. It was by this smoking snack.
Okay. Who was he to you?
A friend of mine.
Okay.
A friend of a friend of mine.
Friend with benefits type thing.
Okay.
You've got a scale, and this is just gonna be trafficking and shit too.
What in that
You're
car is
done,
yours?
dude.
Just a white bag and the makeup bag and
Yep.
the
Now we
beach
have
stuff.
intent to distribute.
Right.
Yep.
Have you ever used narcotic before in the past?
Yeah, like
Okay. What did you?
months ago. I mean,
What did you use in the past?
It's bad.
What did you use in the past?
I smoke weed.
No, you didn't lose your kids for weed. Even in a fucking crazy ass. No.
Is there anything else that you used in the past?
Yeah, when I was a teenager.
Well, what did you use as a teenager? Okay.
Well, there's crack
Anything
there.
else that you used? All right. Do you do any pills? Okay. When you used to take cocaine, how did you ingest it?
Eat it.
You ate your Coke? So you're Pam. Okay. And now she's admitting to trafficking across state lines now, apparently. Oh, God. Got it from a friend who... Got it from a friend who...
That sounds nasty. Does he use any narcotics?
Clearly, if y'all found it.
Dude. This is not just his
I'll read
shit.
your rights. Okay, I'm gonna ask you some questions. You have the right to remain silent. With these rights in mind, do you wish to answer my questions, yes or no? You said no? Okay.
See, he's smarter. He's just like, nope, I'm not talking. I'm not saying shit.
So I'm gonna let you know what's gonna happen, okay? I'm going to have a female come up here, come search you. Alright? After that, both you and him are gonna be charged. Okay?
Yep, Pam, exactly.
Alright?
I thought you were gonna get a confession from him that's not mine.
I talked to both of you already.
Sir.
Alright?
Sir.
Nope, no. No, it's...
Hang tight.
Sir!
What? It's not mine.
You have anything on you that's gonna hurt me? Let me finish the question. I'm not even done. Poke me or get you in trouble.
She's gonna find more shit, watch.
Go right. Not right. Don't even ask him. Don't even ask him.
Told you I talked to both of y'all.
Mr. Officer's deputy said he's gonna talk to you.
He never answered my question.
Yes, ma'am, I told you I talked to both of y'all already.
Hey.
Well, talk to me.
He doesn't have to tell you what he said.
That shit ain't mine. That shit ain't right.
You're not gonna do me like that!
Good.
Please don't get on this car, Kevin.
You good?
Come on.
No, you're done, dude. You are not getting your kids back now. Crying is not going to help you. Well then, that turned into a drug bust from hell. Ugh. Wow, I actually streamed for a full 3 hours. I'm sorry I had to split the 2 streams up, but I'll figure out a way to kill that copyright bot. That bastard. But I'm hungry as fuck and I want to go eat my salad. My Caesar salad that I have for lunch. So I thank you all very, very much for watching. And I shall be back tomorrow with another stream. And hopefully we won't have that stupid copyright bot bother us again. So thank you for hanging out with me. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye, everybody.